I think digshake reset until he got a good color palette for his Link.
Really?
Yeah, because that is a nice. It's a nice brown color right there. Chumbawamba Backstreet Boys.
Oh no Chumbawamba.
Not Chumbawamba. Can't do anything that has a one-hit wonder. It's got to be at least 2 hours of music I could put into a rotation, and they're off, by the way.
All right, here we go. Nice.
Serious time. Looks like Dark Magician made his way out of the palace. Okay, found his first town, and it is Saria, the business end, the party end of Saria. I am sorry. Venga Boy's stream is coming, and then everyone's jumping. New York to San Francisco.
Surprised you didn't already do that.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Why I didn't. I have to refresh, or you're refreshing. I don't know. Guys, can you see both runners? You can, right? We got the mirror. We're going to get our first spell under a minute left into the game.
Early spell. How about fire? I want to see fire.
Nope, we got shield.
That's exactly what happened last race.
Reflect was last race.
No, shield was the first spell we found in Saria.
Oh, was it?
Race.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And there we go. There's the proness of digshake up A-ing. That gives him a little bit of an edge there. Saved a few seconds.
What's the over-under on the first Buzz Thundered? Well, it's probably going to happen around the 56-minute mark, I would say. It's 50. Well, no, we had to do Vegas kind of stuff, so like 57.5-minute mark.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Death Mountain for Dig. But
yeah, and Raru. Raru for Dark.
Why did I ever think this town was Raru? This is level 1.
I couldn't tell you.
No one's ever correct. Like, of all the things I get called out for, well, there you go. There's your fire. You wanted it.
Oh, man.
Of all the things I get called out for, I used to say Raru like every single time. There's both sides of Death Mountain. So we're not going to have a magical gotta take Death Mountain to get to the other side of the Western Continent seed. Still waiting for one of those. We have game audio on Dark Magician's side, so let me know.
I was trying to think of a situation where I would actually cast fire, and I think it would be to attack the old man that gave you fire. But I don't know.
That's what I try to do, but I normally never have enough magic because it's always... Well, I always get a new Baru because Thirsty Bird always gives it to me. But no, certainly all those rooms in with the jumps you have to jump and the bots and the ropes and stuff like that. Casting it if you're on an even plane or they're a little bit above you, you can do it. It's harder. It's not worth it. The fairy room in the Great Palace comes to mind if you have to go through it. But if you're coming from the other side, it's harder because they're on the decline. They're lower than you. So Chokebot's not active during races. I apologize. I know that's disappointing, but the real Choke is here. So just talk to him. He's a human.
Yeah, I think the choke commands will still work if Choke will cooperate. He will say those things.
Larry says Mito funny too. Yeah.
You gave him the script, right? You gave Choke the script.
He wrote the script. His life is the script.
Yeah, there you go. I think Digshake actually has 5 lives right now.
And he's gonna up A and waste them all at some point.
There's the Parappa Cave.
Well, we don't know if that's Fairy or Parappa, the Rapper Cave.
Well, yes, but I like to say that so I can say turn to the left.
Do you know why he got out of that cave? I don't know. It kind of works, I guess.
Do you know why Digshake went to Raru to get the fire spell?
When I say boom, 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 you say fire, fire, fire. What is he jamming out to right now? Did you see him? He's like rocking. I bet, like, what would be like the Digshake anthem on his mixtape? What songs do you think he has? Eye of the Tiger by Survivor, probably.
Like to get pumped up?
Probably like the whole Rocky IV soundtrack as well.
No, a better soundtrack would be the soundtrack to Bloodsport. That soundtrack is incredible.
Mm. Digshake is listening to.
Wait, is that the right
Gum?
movie? Bloodsport? Am I saying the right thing?
Bloodsport is Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
That was what Mortal Kombat was based off of. In fact, Jean-Claude Van Damme was supposed to be in. Mortal Kombat was supposed to be a game based on Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, really? Was he supposed to be Johnny Cage?
No, it was supposed to be built around him, and the irony of it was that he played. He was in Street Fighter. He was Guile, and then when they did Street Fighter the game, the movie, they did a live action Jean-Claude Van Damme. Then, so it finally happened. It was just the wrong franchise, and
Huh. Well, here's an item.
yeah, first one of
Magic container cave found by Mr. Digshake.
You were talking about music a few minutes ago.
Hammer.
It's not bad. Is that the second? No, it was Heart Container Cave last time. The last race the hammer was in. So that was Dig Shake with the hammer. I shall mark that so I don't get yelled at. What is gum? Is that
legend?
Is gum abbreviated for something? The Hulk Hogan's theme. Yeah, Real American is probably on a Dig Shake playlist. I would, or even like James Brown, Living in America. I would think like any like patriotic song. I think Dig Shake is on the elliptical jamming out to.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan is definitely the best wrestling song in my opinion.
Actually, Dig Shake is probably more of a Stairmaster guy. So Palace 1 for Dark Magician here. He's going to go in 2-1-2. No items. And Dig's going to explore a little bit more. And we know.
Yeah, I mean, should explore because we haven't really seen any items. All we've seen is that hammer.
And all we've seen was the back end of Parappa the Rapper Cave, unless I was busy reading chat when we seen like a glimpse of Jump Cave or something. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Okay.
And Dig going into Parappa the Rapper Cave.
Yeah, he's got nowhere else to go. I mean, the only thing is go through Saria.
Parappa Cave confirmed.
Yep. Go through Saria is the only thing you can do, but he has not found your buddy, and he has not found a, look at that, boulder in a cave.
Well, let's see if it's a pea bag.
Somebody has the hammer.
That's Trophy Cave.
All right. My money is on Trophy and Trophy Cave right now.
Oh.
He froze up a little bit. Candle bag, but early candle bag. So that should help him out here with a level. So he takes attack 3, and he's going to save the rest. He's only 443 away from attack 4, without even stepping foot more than 2 seconds in a dungeon. Background audio is on, Ryan. Is it too low? Dark Magician needed a key, so he left.
There's the fake Parappa Cave.
Yeah, Fairy Cave. He's going to look for Bagu, I guess. Or he's just looking for the other P-Bag in the... if he hasn't found it yet, in the forest area.
There's P-Bag Cave.
Yeah. I mean, in the shuffle, P-Bag Cave can be anything from a red jar to the P-Bag to a 1-up. Gum is an Australian psych rock affiliated with... okay.
We just missed the grass spot item. Did you see that?
No, what was it? I'm sorry. I was looking at audio.
I missed it. I was asking you. I missed it.
You hear no audio either. It's on. Maybe I just have it way too low because I didn't want to drown it out. So just turned it up a little bit more.
Dig Shake going against his own philosophy. He's always
you hear the music?
an
Okay.
naysayer of grinding, and after he gets 4 red jars in a row, he decides to not grind anymore.
Well, that would deter him from grinding. We have Heart Container Cave on Dark Magician's side. Magic Container and Grass. Thanks, Links.
Thank you very much.
Link 7s.
Link, another one of our tournament racers who's still in the good bracket.
He lost yesterday.
Oh, my mistake.
Yeah, but he'll still he'll make up for it. Kid in Heart Container Cave. There it is. Are they walking in the overworld faster than normal? No. Normal speed. I think it's normal speed. Dig didn't alter that a little bit, right? Should be normal speed.
What, he thinks it's fast?
I don't know. Pretty sure it's normal speed.
Yeah, it's normal.
I know the text is sped up, but I don't know if he did.
You just get used to walking around in the swamp so much that when you see it normally, you're like, whoa, whoa, slow down.
Yeah, Dig loves his swamp, but I guess on his seeds he doesn't like to have swamp because I haven't seen much of it. Well, he gets 100, so he's 78 away. Hope that's not a game over. That was a wow. Game over trying to get the attack 4 there.
Thumbs down from the creator.
Front part of Jump Cave. I'm interested in seeing what this cave is. This was Magic Container Cave for Dark Magician. But he also gets wamboozled, and he'll go back to Northern Palace, so we won't know what's in there. He'll know where it is, though. There's a Magic Container for Digshake in the grass spot. A huge Donald Trump huge. I don't even know what a Donald Trump huge would be. Is that like a good minute?
I think that's a word that he says.
Oh, okay. I get all my American politics information from Martin, so.
From Martin?
Yeah, from Martin.
Like the sitcom?
No, like Martin the runner. NES Martin.
Oh, okay.
He's very knowledgeable. There's a swamp, and here's a Heart Container Cave with the kid for Digshake.
Still don't know that medicine cave though, cause yeah.
Oh, it's right here. It's the it's the hammer. Oh, the medicine cave. I'm sorry, not Magic Container Cave.
Yes.
But both players game overed, and both players actually got to an area that had items that they didn't take the first time around. So everything's huge in New York. Isn't that a Texas thing? Who is Chad? Well,
everything's big
in Texas.
Ron doesn't know who Chad is?
Yeah, that's a bad job, right?
Yeah. I don't.
Digshake's not digging the red Dara, whatever, and the Dyra and Vampire Bat combination.
He's not digging. Okay, looks like we're gonna finally see what's in the medicine cave.
Man, Dig loses life. Dig is dying quite a bit more than he normally does here.
He should have hung on to those extra lives that he found earlier, but he's been upping like a madman.
Well, yeah, I mean, I figured out that your book in this game, to compare it to Zelda 1, is an extra life.
You think?
Yeah, absolutely. There's another game over for Dark Magician, and the trophy is in the medicine cave, so Dig's gonna up A.
And
start
go
over.
to Rudo.
We'll give you the Chad backstory. We'll do it later on after the race. So. The game that suspect something good in Death Mountain. Yeah, well. Let's cash in this trophy. See what spell we get from it. Good chance that's fairy. Yep.
That's Bagu's ex-wife, by the way.
Really? Is like everything have to do with Bagu?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, good spell there.
Yeah, AA called it. Because you got to remember, fairy is one of the required items to have, or the magic key, I believe. Man, I hate those.
And time for Palace 1.
Yeah, Dig's gonna go into 1 here, and where exactly is Dark Magician? Is this a color palette thing?
He's in 2.
He's in 2? Okay. There it is. Okay, I was looking for a column before I said anything.
I know he dove into 1 early, but I didn't see what came of that. I thought it was a game over or just an up A out of it. I don't think he got the item or the boss. But here's Helmet Head.
He got to a dead end in Palace 1. Is that what you were talking about? Dark Magician in Palace 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got to a dead end and didn't have a
He
key.
just dead end and bailed out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not a dead end, but he got to a door, a key door.
Okay, I see. Ouch. Look at that. Helmet Head not taking any damage.
And if
he
he goes,
hit him at least 8 times and nothing registered on the meter.
Dig has fairy, so there you go. That's where Dig has a little bit of a better meta than most. Is he knows he has fairy, so now he's not going to go into a palace until pretty much he's found everything and is forced to go in, or he has fairy. So now he knows he most likely won't be key locked because he can have fairy, take a death, fairy again, find keys on the way.
Usually you're safe in 1, but I mean, if you just don't want to mess around, yeah, fairy means you're going to be able to get through, no problem.
So Dark Magician practicing low-level runs yesterday. Mostly at Guma, fighting Guma at attack 4, attack 5. I forget what he was. So he was putting some work in for this race, knowing that he had to go faster and maybe had to sacrifice levels to do it. Shouldn't be that far away from an item here for Dig.
Probably this next room.
See what the item is, and I'll catch up on the tracker.
Well, he took that death on purpose.
Well, he's got to cast fairy.
Yep. See if he doesn't get a level here. I don't think it matters. Well, he'll get a level for sure, but he's still gonna up A.
$150. He is going to take it. Okay. Fairy through, and oh god, really?
Well, he find that item, he can cross it off his list.
So the cross in 1. I got it, guys. I was just waiting to see what the item was first. Thank you, though. It's already done. So he has to go through, Dark Magician has to go through there, okay, and he realizes it and is now going through. Get Dig going through, going on the way to Horsehead here. Grab a key at the end of this room. He did his best to try to avoid the bubbles. Candle bag for Dark Magician. Now, as far as the Western Continent goes, we've seen everything. Dark Magician has to get back to the Medicine Cave, though, and grab the trophy. And then the question becomes, is the raft in 2? Or if the raft's in 3, then we gotta go into Death Mountain and get the glove. Or we possibly have to go to Death Mountain first to get the glove to find out that the raft is in 3. Horsehead gives the minimum 20.
Digshake does not care.
No, does not care. But we know this. And Palace 1 is done for Digshake. 1-0 on the scoreboard. How did he make out on the second attempt at Helmet Head? He game over again? Dark Magician?
I'm not sure.
I was looking for the item.
Wow. Look at that. Dungeon 3 palette. Palace 3, I mean.
Yeah, I do that all the time. So, Dig is going to go dig through Death Mountain here a little bit more than he did before.
He's going to, attempt to excavate Death Mountain.
Yeah, excavate it. That's not a thing, Buzz Thunder.
No, I used it properly.
He knows, with his knowledge, knowing he's got the candle bag, the hammer, the kid, the trophy, magic container, and seen the cross in one, that there's a good chance that the glove or the raft could be in Death Mountain. So,
well, yeah, it's a, you've only got 3 or as far as glove locations, you have 3, and looks like since he has the hammer, it's probably worth his time to look around in Death Mountain instead of going into Palace 2, where he could potentially be blocked.
Red Dyras, though. I think they've been the cause of...
Wow. Double P drag drop, and he just ignores them.
Well, hey. You gotta go fast. There's the back end of Fairy Cave that Dark Magician is going through. See where it comes out. I can't imagine it come out anywhere that we haven't seen before. Have we seen... Yeah, we've seen 2. Have we seen 3? Yeah, we've seen 3 because they were grinding Nut Knuckles. It's the worst location for one of these Dyras, but pin him against the wall over there, take some damage, and go on with it. He's contemplating life there for survivability, but he's going to bank it for attack 4. That's the worst. That's the ultimate bad situation, is having that large enemy in that spot like twice.
Oh gosh,
that's horrible right there. Dig's dropping some frames, but he normally does when he first streams. Right now it's potato cam for me, so if I miss anything, I apologize. I'm still looking for that seed where you have to go south in Death Mountain and use the horn to get through that row of River Devils.
Does it kill all of them, or you have to take them out one at a time?
I don't know. How would that work? Do you have to stand directly? I think you'd have to stand directly next to it. Next time you have the whistle, stand a square away and see if it disappears.
Okay.
Oh, he finds the landlocked nation of Lesotho, and he's up A's, and he leaves Death Mountain. So he spent a little bit of time there in Death Mountain for nothing. Some knowledge to bank. Let's see what he does here, though.
Yeah, I mean, if he up 8 out of there, I think he's frustrated to the extent that he's ready to go into 2.
Yeah, he's in 2. Greg the Hammer Valentine reference. Like it. Loved when he used his shin pad and moved it backwards to his calf when he used the figure 4 to do more damage. It's wrestlers don't think like that anymore nowadays. They're all about flips.
Venus?
What's that?
Remember Val Venus?
I remember Val Venus. Hello, ladies. Alright, so hopefully Dig can get to this item. He's playing with a blue nut knuckle here. He is taking way more deaths than I've ever seen him take.
Yeah, kind of interesting. Seems a little sloppy play here.
Well, Dark Magician says it's time for Palace 1, so let's go in. You have to be adjacent to River Devil to horn it. There we go. So you have to horn it 25 or more times.
And one of them has an item.
Just to get to the cave on the other side, that's going to be Hammer Cave. That's got to be a thing. He's got to make that a thing. Dig's going to go down. He's probably going to go left. He's very much interested in this item, and I don't blame him. Only 4 items left on the western continent, and 3 of them could be the glove. So if the glove's not here, it's in Death Mountain, and he's got to go back.
Correct.
If the glove is here, then there's a chance that the raft is in 3, and he never has to touch Death Mountain because he's got both magic items. The only thing being that it may be the boots, or I mean, listen, or it could be the flute too, and you need one one of those things to progress on the Eastern Continent.
That would be the optimal path, though, to skip Death Mountain. Oh, and there it is.
There's what? Sorry, I blinked. Was that the glove?
That was the glove in Palace 2.
Glove 2. Okay.
So that would definitely be the path. You know where 3 is. Raft might be there, so go to 3. It's 3's kind of small too. It's not terribly out of the way to find the item in 3, just because it's a right turn as well. So you're looking through for the boss and the item at the same time. It doesn't really slow you down.
And we're gonna get a cross pick up here for Dark Magician.
Yep, he can mark that off his list.
Except he doesn't have fairy and he doesn't have a key, so he doesn't know what lies beyond that door.
Ouch.
So this is going to be a very salty backtrack when he finally gets a key and gets back there.
Yeah, see, that's really unfortunate too, because he game overed in that medicine cave that would have gotten him the trophy that it could give him the fairy spell.
Dig's probably on a path to a dead end. He's going to pick up a key though, so it's not ultimately a dead end, and probably a dead end in a key in the dead end spot as well, because oh look, a perfect rainbow of nut knuckles.
Wow, not bad.
Synchronized nut knuckling.
Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Nut Knuckle.
There you go. It's going to lead to a dead end, and it does, because we've seen Dark Magician get to Helmet Head. Dig's going to eat the XP up A in favor of time. Dark Magician grab a key. He's going back.
Yep.
Okay. Dig's going to take an alternate path here to Helmet Head, and he'll find him relatively easy. Dark Magician did. But Dig is attack 4 when he's going to fight him. Dark Magician was attack 2, I believe. Dig has 2 keys. Didn't have to use fairy. Chat's requesting a Marcus Mariota update. I'll give it to him. No problem. He's got 2 touchdowns. He added on a 4-yard touchdown. And we get the cross and a couple stabs right there and make sure that it was in fact the cross and there was no hidden items. Helmet Head fight.
Go. Man, Helmet Head's pretty tough.
He's got a lot of HP.
I know we already asked, but yeah, I don't think Dark actually finished him off.
Dig is employing the Angry Larry strats of why hit him with your sword when you can just jump into him every single time.
Yeah, I think your body only does like 1/8 the damage that your sword does.
It's a little tough. I mean, his hurt box is a little bit in front of him, in front of his his pixels. I've certainly implored the stab him twice, block, stab him twice method, because anytime I really go in, it never ends well. Look at all these bubbles. They're just being bubbles.
Wow, four fast bubbles.
Yeah, they're just being bubbles. And there is Palace 2 for Dig. Look at that. He's 40 XP away, Buzz. And he's just a pro. He just doesn't go back.
Yep.
And he up A'd, right? He didn't even take it.
Yep.
Place the gem up A. That's digshake right there.
And Horsehead down, Dark Magician. Great experience right there. Put him over the threshold with that mere 20 that Horsehead gives you.
And there is the gem. Why kill the gen, Ryan? Because it's all in the effort of saving time. It's a race.
Yeah, Ron, Dig.
He's gonna go.
He's pulling out all the stops.
He's gonna go get his down stabs, and he's gonna go into 3.
While we're here in the town, Larry, did you want to go ahead and read a couple donations?
That's something you pull out when both runners start grinding for XP.
Yeah. What? I don't know what's going on here with Dark Magician. Oh, that was a hell of a shuffle there. Elevator shuffle.
It was the Hyrule Shuffle. That was the thing back a couple years ago, wasn't it? When people would take videos on YouTube, the Hyrule Shuffle.
Yeah, it was like kind of like the Macarena, except you did it at the bottom of a pool or something stupid.
We had a good race the other day. I think it was Yunus and whoever. There was a nice grind spot of 2 blue Lizalfos and a red Lizalfo or an orange Lizalfo stuck in the ground.
Yes, I watched that one. That was great.
Yeah, it was like 820 experience per run. Well, here's Dig. He's gonna go into 3. He's gonna say Death Mountain's not for me right now.
3 looks less like Pepto-Bismol on Dig's stream.
He wants us to pay out because he doesn't want to go waste more time in Death Mountain, considering the fact that he was already there and left. See what happens there. He's gonna go right. Get 2 keys here, maybe. It's not the room, but every time, look at that, 3 hits, 4 hits, and a death from the red polar bears.
I believe that's called being angry Larry.
That's not a thing, though.
I'm pretty sure I said that before.
Actually, it is a thing, especially when they give you 2 XP, because then it's definitely an angry Larry seed.
I think for it to be official, you have to get hit 3 times.
Oh my god! I said it last time, and I'm gonna say it again, but I think I'm gonna mean it more. This combat in this seed, man, looks crazy, and I thought that with the last race, but look at this room.
With the blue iron knuckle and 2 doom knockers.
With 1 in a low clearance ceiling?
Yeah. There's not much you can do.
No, not at all. And Dark Magician's going to come and get the trophy now. So that's going to do it for the base, the continental Western continent. If Dark Magician can get over there. He's got two lives left. He should be good.
Buzz blundered. I don't think that's a thing.
Buzz blundered. Who's trying to make that a thing?
Mr. Dak.
Okay, and there is the trophy. So there's an up
Dak
A.
is actually a trill. That's a Star
Ewok?
Trek 90s reference. 90s TV. Come on, man.
Oh, those are the ones with big ears?
No, a trill is like a little lizard thing that crawls inside your body and like it lives really long, but like once its host dies, it can like assume somebody else's. So they live like 20 lifetimes or whatever.
Well, we found Rebo. So interesting if Dig will up A, or if he'll just go left and take a different path. He might place the gem and then just go left. So he doesn't have to backtrack and he can up A at the item?
Yeah, I'm not sure how many different turns he had that were close by. I think that's what's going to determine whether he does it or not.
No, he's going to place the gem and get attack 5.
So he's going to take attack 5 for sure. But we'll see whether he turns around or goes back to the start.
He didn't, yeah.
He's just standing there, so he's waiting up A.
Yeah, he's going to up A. Go back in. So Dark Magician is going to do round 2 of Helmet Head here. Has Fairy now, so he can go look for the item, which is going to be good for him. See, the reason why I didn't think Dig was going to exactly up A there, because it looks like he's got to go through a few rooms before he gets a path to a like an alternate direction. Well, no, it was actually this room where you can go down, I believe.
Ah, yes. Yeah, what a fun room.
Yeah, I know. I definitely would have not up A'd to avoid that room, but then I probably would have forgot that room was there anyway. One more life left for a Dark Magician.
Dark Magician going with the Robin Egg. I'm not sure what that means.
I think it's his full name. It's not Robin Egg, it's Robin GG.
Oh, I thought it was
like it's not Choc Egg, it's Choke GG.
I know that Robin laid an egg, but that's like a song.
That's a Christmas song. We're going to talk about Christmas albums next time I'm on the air with Digshake.
Ah, are you gonna have a Christmas album theme?
Yeah, Angry Larry and the Nut Knuckles.
You gonna play that?
A very Zelda Christmas. I think the name
Play
of the album is.
the Hanson Christmas album, Snowed In.
Do they have a Christmas album? We gotta do a Hanson stream. All right, that's written down.
There, that's pretty.
Hanson.
That's right in the wheelhouse of what you were looking for. Is Hanson.
All right, well, Dig's gotta go through this room, and we're gonna find the item here for Dark Magician. And we got it. It's so bad.
It is so bad.
The glove for Dark Magician.
God.
Joe Pesci has a Christmas album. That's something we gotta get like the worst Christmas albums of all time on the stream one day in December.
Joe Pesci does not have a Christmas album.
You calling Cool and the Gang a liar? I think that's not nice. So Dig here is in the item room. It's gonna ferry around the Wizrobes, and of course there's a Doom Knocker, because why not? Gonna try to lure him out a little bit, get down in his vision.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! I've heard of it. Uh-oh.
That was dirty.
Uh-oh. I've heard of a YOLO jump. Is that a YOLO? I don't know what would be the opposite of jump? Duck?
That one reminded me of yours in your first race, where you had to get past one of the Goombas, and you were on your last life with one hit left, and you flew between his hammers.
I haven't done it since, but that was nice. I did that. So he's back in Death Mountain. He's not ultimately happy about it, but I don't think he's that bitter about it. 37 minutes in, and we don't have a raft yet. Certainly he wanted that 20 minutes ago to get on the Eastern Continent, get some P bags, get some more spells. We don't have Thunder or Reflect.
Yeah, we're craving that raft. I know that.
Man.
I know that chat has chat's ready for the raft. I know that much. At least Choke is, but doesn't look like he's even here.
He's working.
He would be.
Let's see which way he goes now. Dig. And ultimately, like, I always like try to put my thought process into these runners' minds, and certainly it's wrong every single time I do it. But here's something I like to find, a little elevator to go up and down. How much of Death Mountain does he remember where he's been? Because he's went back and forth in between a few caves already. I know I try to, in the first area, just try to meticulously go clockwise or counterclockwise around the first area. Just so I don't lose track of which ones I've been into. But by the time I pass back and forth several times, I just feel like I've lost that.
Here's Helmet Head Part 2, but with Attack 5. Much easier. He's still getting beaten up, though.
Yeah.
That takes him down.
He needs 50 more XP, and he's going to go back and get it so he can get Attack 6. Dig has downstab this time around in Death Mountain, so things should be a lot easier.
That's the other big advantage with avoiding Death Mountain early, because if you are forced to come back, you're usually in a much better position to handle everything in there.
Digshake just gets Eiffel Towered in that desert encounter. This one's not fun. Bubbles
Yeah,
bounce
this
you right
is,
back into the Dairas.
Yeah, you got a bunch of angry alligators with axes.
So we got the required amount of experience, one room away. No big deal. He'll place the gem now, and we'll be at 2-2 here. Advantage dig right now, just based on the exploration alone of Death Mountain, and
Yeah,
the knowledge
hopefully,
of what's in 3.
and I'd say hopefully Dark Magician opts to go into Death Mountain right away. That would be very helpful for him.
Yeah, it would save him. It would definitely be a time saver in terms of making up the time that Dig lost, or that he lost.
But
rather. Yeah.
But yeah, if he's checking the traditional digshake flowchart, he is probably going to 3, which it looks like he is.
I don't know. Wasn't 3 like almost immediately to the right of North Palace and down?
3 is northwest. It's like in the northwest corner. So
Okay.
yeah, he turned around. He's going somewhere else.
Trying to remember where Death Mountain was, maybe. Go through here. This is a little bit of a different area. Well, no, not really, because that's the one of the starting areas. So this is what Dig did the first time in here. He went into this cave but backed right out. And then his second trip, he must have went in the other entrance.
See, I liked it when he was in that northeastern corner of Death Mountain. He had another option that I believe this one right here. This is another elevator encounter. Oh, he keeps backing out of there. I'm pretty sure that there's another elevator in that one.
He might have came through there though.
No, he came through this one, the one with the bridge.
Not just now, but before the first time he was in. First time he really explored Death Mountain.
Maybe the first time, yeah. I can't remember the first time though.
But it doesn't mean that going back through there. It's actually 3-2.
Oh, look at that.
He jumped when he crossed ferry, so he can't get in the door.
Everybody take a note. If you're going to try to go into a door, don't jump. You need your feet on the ground. I guess to talk to Magic Broad.
Take 2. I've learned that lesson. I think it's gonna take a peek and then come right back out. The fact that Aguria is still there, and I don't know the rules on enemies respawning. If they can respawn, like, in Zelda 1, you go 6 rooms or whatever it is, and they can respawn if there's no bubbles in the room or whatever. I don't know if there's a respawn rule in Zelda 2. That's something I'd like to know, other than game overing and going into a palace.
Yeah, if you up A or leave the area, Death Mountain will retain. If you kill somebody, yeah, they'll still be gone.
Yeah, because that's where I like
unless
to know
you up A.
where I came from and where I go, because the larger enemies won't be respawned.
I can't believe you just did that.
What happened?
Did you do that on purpose?
The Cotton Eye Joe? I didn't do it on purpose. I said it, but then I realized really quickly what I said.
It's like, man, did he really do that?
It was one of those things I was hoping wasn't caught, because I didn't mean to do it.
Oh man, that was great. I wish you did that on purpose.
I know. Well, subconsciously I did. There's your Pepto-Bismol hot pink University of PLS and NCAA football 2005 colors.
Getting hit by the moa?
And there we go. So we don't even have to go find Spectacle Rock. The raft right there. Not totally out of the question that we don't have to come back. What's that?
I was just saying that, chat. That's what you've been waiting for.
Not totally out of the question that we may have to come back to Death Mountain, probably not likely. But in the event of a boot or flute block, and it's actually, or heaven forbid, a 7 magic container block, it may be a possibility.
It is a possibility. I had one of those the other day. 7 magic container block.
There would be another option to get a 7th magic container, though, but we'll see. And Dig is now at 45 minutes. He's going to go over to the Eastern Continent.
Yeah, a little. That is kind of slow. Wow.
Well,
usually at about 30 minutes you should have. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking about my own personal.
Well, I've certainly seen people wake up with the raft right in the first grass spot and sailing over to the east.
It's a big difference whether you have to search for it or not. But I'm just saying for somebody of digshake's caliber to be going east 45 minutes in, yeah, you know, there's a little bit of trickery going on with the seed.
Look at that little 3-tile landlocked nation in there. It was one of many.
Those are always fun.
500p bags.
I like the ones where the northern palace starts out with its own like landlocked area. Those are fun.
We had a 1 heart container seed the other day that had that. It was very fun. You had to grind on bats to get to get cost of ferry down so you can go through Saria. It was miserable. Blame Vonky. So Dig sees the cave, probably just skipping encounters there, and finds Thirsty Broad Town, so we'll get a spell.
Nice. Good old Thirsty Broad. Broads need water too.
And Dig Shake's demand to deliver it. Game over in Palace 3 for Dark Magician.
Ouch.
He hasn't gotten to the item either. There's one of our required spells. Good old Reflect.
Baku's third ex-wife? No, there's only one ex-wife, Ron. There's an ex-wife and a mistress. Never mind. I'll get into it later.
That's members.tripod.com/tilde buzzthunder/index1.html if you want to read.
Now I actually want to write it because it wouldn't take me very long.
Here's Darunia, and Digshake, he needs thunder. So if he had thunder and reflect, there's no way he's doing this. Maybe to get upstab. But we definitely know that if he has required spells, he's done. He's going. I did not catch Reflect. I have a problem with the restream catching the cost of magic.
I'll write that. I'll put it up on my page, Ron.
Guy's like, I'd read it. He's like, basically your only fan. You're gonna call him with the wrong name. Let's cash in the kid. Let's see what we get here. And jump for your love. So where are we looking here? Well, Water of Life can lead us to Thunder, or just New Kasuto, Abandoned Tana Kasuto. He's Rebo fight for Dark Magician. The Medicine Life is not the trolliest thing in the world to block Thunder, because it can only be in 4 areas. The only thing that could be trolly about it is the fact that it's in the water tile, and the boots are hidden behind 7 magic containers.
Or it is hidden behind the 7 magic containers.
Yeah, there's one more step. You can add one more step to that, though, I think, and I don't think you can add any more, though. 3. Well, New Kasuto is whistle blocked, flute blocked. And you have to go to Death Mountain to get the flute, to get the New Kasuto, to find out it's 7 magic containers, to get the boots, to get the kid, to get Thunder. That's probably
Yeah,
the
that's-
trolliest.
Yeah, that would be a great thing to play. Try to figure out the most elaborate item placement location.
I think we had it the other day. I think a double A said it the other day. It includes multiple trips to Death Mountain, 7 magic containers, the spell.
Right, because you get something in Death Mountain at the last possible
Yeah.
spot, but then the last possible spot on the east has the hammer, which makes you go back into it, which has the magic container, which makes you go back. Yeah, okay. Something like that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Diggs waking up with a magic key right away in Maze Island.
How about that?
That's a nice find. How's he doing on heart containers and magic containers? Total. He's got
I
one,
hardly know.
one of
he,
each, right? Yeah, one of each.
Yeah.
Dig has about 1,200. I wouldn't be surprised if he does up A in the Starter Palace 4. He doesn't have that much of a cliff to get over to get back to full XP at the gem, since he kept life and magic pretty low. And there's our up A, so if anybody ever gets triggered when I waste XP, don't watch Digshake, because he wastes more XP than I do.
Yeah, that's not a concern of his.
I set him up for that, Ryan, and
He's ready to bite.
he didn't bite. I apologize. How's his reflect looking? Is that true? Cost of reflect might be high than he has. He only has 80.
No, I did bite. I just didn't follow through with it.
He's still obsessing over the Rednecks reference.
I did a fake out. But Ron, nothing gets past him.
So in the vanilla version of the game, the cost of reflect goes from 80 to 48, from Magic 3 to Magic 4. Maybe Dig is hoping that he grabs Magic 4 here, and it goes down enough for him to cast it. By taking the up A, he has to get less XP to get back to a point where he can cast Magic 4, because he would have had to get all the way back up to the attack 6 level. Definitely Islanders, Dak. I'm from Islander country. But tonight we're rooting for Marcus Mariota and DeMarco Murray. Who'd you have? Double A. I had the Mariota and DeMarco Murray going tonight. But I'm in some archaic touchdown-only kind of format from guys that made fantasy football a thing 35 years ago and never wanted to change their rules. But it's a lot of money, so that I haven't won in 20 years. Alright, Dig's going to make the jump here. Stick the landing. Mariota's not a quarterback I would want either, but he was on, it's a salary auction keeper league, so he was on the cheap, and I was able to get players like Adrian Peterson. And you're the guy starting Alex Smith. I've been there before. Wait, fishing around Death Mountain now? Still looking for the raft is Dark Magician.
Yep.
You'd love my quarterbacks. They're Mariota, Fitzpatrick, and Tannehill. My budget team of quarterbacks.
What do we got here? Flute.
Yeah, flute and 4. Fool's Gold, P4. Yeah, it looks the Golden Palace. That was FC Montreal and Washington Soccer. It's DC United. Who's Washington in soccer? Washington Freedom women. Well, we have Carrick now. Magic 4. He's able to cast it. No worries. Dignu.
Carrick has a really nice gold chain.
Impact versus DC United. Okay. I mean, Metro Star. I'm sorry, New York Red Bull guy.
You can eat another gem.
Yeah, why not? Feed him more.
I never liked that guy.
He's gonna look for the second item though. Why not? He's around here. And there it is. A little dramatic walk to it. Alright, a heart container.
Didn't Ryback used to wear like a cowboy hat when he was in like NXT?
Yeah. And when he was Ryan Reeves. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had hair then too.
Yes, he did. Yeah, Ryback sucks.
Absolutely. Oh. Dark Magician's not having a good time in Death Mountain. Yeah, when I was confused with the Washington too, because it was DC United or the Seattle Sounders. I know Washington as the Washington Freedom of the Women's United Soccer Association, which is no longer around.
He's talking about women football.
I'm a man of all sports.
You're saying that's something I don't know much about.
I basically, anytime I watch Ness Martin or whoever else from Sweden stream, all I do is quote, when they talk in Swedish, all I do is quote Swedish national soccer players from 1999.
I just say Nicholas Hjalmarsson, Marcus Kruger.
Peter Forsberg. Tommy Salo.
Yeah, that's another one. Oh, there's many. Oh,
There it is, Lesotho.
Ouch.
And we're gonna up A and leave that area. Still walk down the Yellow Brick Road there, back to the raft spot.
the what spot?
The raft spot. Yeah, I don't think I own the trademark to that name anymore.
You just disown anything that becomes popular, I think.
Well, here's my thing about that. Now I can't make people type it ridiculously long and tedious because it turns into an emote. Well, I guess they're still typing it, but was this the Hammer Cave right there? No.
No, you have to type it to get that to pop up.
Yeah, but now I guess so. Still the same thing.
I'll take it down.
No, we like it. We'll come up with something else. I'm not against that. How many caves away is Dark Magician here? Because I don't. That last area he was in, or was it up here? I think it was like straight north there, right? Oh, it was this one. Okay.
Yeah, he's there.
Dig finally makes it back to the east. I wonder if, well, Dark Magician's going to take a little bit of break here. He's going to watch his favorite streamer play a game for a little while. Oh, he's back.
Here we go.
Dig's going through the other side, and he lands in the abandoned town of Kasuto.
Oh, there's still an old man that hangs out there.
What does he
The
give
old
him?
hermit. Old hermit Ben Kenobi gives him the spell.
Well,
Gives him the spell.
doesn't have to backtrack. I wonder if he'll even even try for it, or if he's going to stumble upon a boot block first and then go back to see where it is. All in the effort of saving time. It's going to be one screen away because he's going to find New Kasuto and he's going to try for Thunder. And we have the raft on Dark Magician's side, so it's going to do that.
Oh man, where is... Yeah, no choke. Choke bot's broken.
Yeah, Chokebot. Chokebot's taking a rest. It is Chokebot. Oh, it is the original.
Nice.
We're going to go in
Very
5
nice.
here.
Very nice choke.
One hour in. 4-3. Dark Magician finally has a way to get to the Eastern Continent. Oh, he's on the Eastern Continent now. Actually. No, he's not. He walked back from wherever he was. Where is, Do I have my Western Continent messed up right now? How come he's taking Parappa the Rapper Cave through? Is that on the way to the raft spot? I thought it was right by Northern Palace.
I believe you're thinking of the last race we did.
I could have sworn dig up aid and then from the Eastern Continent and then just went east from the and didn't go through.
Maybe Dark forgot where it was. Oh, it is over there.
Dig's not going to try to eco key. He's going to just ferry through. So first time in the Eastern Continent for Dark Magician. He's going to look for some stuff, pea bags or the desert tile, towns, spells, stuff like that. Here is Guma. Attack 5, life 3.
Oh wow. Guma having very little hit points.
Yeah, compared to last race.
Yeah,
It's
huge
like-
difference.
High and low right there.
Yeah, I like that dig shake technique there, the jumping duck stab against Guma.
And there is gem number 5 for Dig Shake at hour and 3 minutes.
And we have a thirsty broad for Dark Magician.
Dig still has to be on the search for New Kasuto and Thunder. I know the chat is rooting for Thunder being Water of Life blocked and that being inside of the water tile.
And the boots being
Seven magic containers.
the item in 6.
Okay,
no,
item in
7
6.
magic
Yeah,
containers good, yeah.
7 magic
And
containers.
then you have to get the rock magic container as well. Magic container in 6. Yeah, that's what you want. Other one under the rock in Death Mountain.
There would still be one more available somewhere. Let's put that in 5, I guess.
Yeah, it would have to be one of those.
Right? Because only one has been found so far in the grass spot? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Darunia. He's going to cash in the kid and get the jump spell. And probably upstab. Alright, Dick's going to jump on over to the other side. Have we seen the Valley of Death?
I don't think so.
I didn't see where 6 was located either. I just know he's in there. First Rebo fight. Last race, Rebo led to the other Rebo for the item. And the item is the boots in 6. Well then. Really not going to have that big of a puzzle now to solve. Digshake can get to anywhere. Well, we don't know what's in the desert tile, but certainly finding the medicine is going to be no problem right now.
Yeah, it's probably... Yeah, water or desert. Or, I mean, it is...
For the sake of the seed, it's...
Could be in the town, could be...
No.
Magic container.
What's that?
Oh, no, it can't be in the town.
Can't be in Casito. No, it can only be in those 4 spots. Okay, we caught Fairy in time. He's going to go through. And, okay. Gonna go to the second... No. This room always gets me.
I think... Yeah, I don't know what the difference is. I think the ceiling height is slightly different, but, yeah, I get fooled by it every time.
I've actually passed it up thinking it was the, like, I already went through one Rebo room, and I thought it was the second one for the item, so I've passed it up a few times, but I should have known better because it wasn't statues on the wall.
Just saw some bad luck for Dark there with one of the levers.
Yeah,
popping up in the middle of nowhere and just knocking you into a pit.
So Dig found a little bit of a loop here. He's gonna go left of start now and start over. Dark Magician's gonna take Magic 4 and get the Magic Key. So I was right in the front of Maze Island. Dig tried to damage boost his way over that pit. Didn't work. Almost had it though.
I think you can do it. You have to string together a bunch of damage though.
Yeah, you have to press left and right on your controller simultaneously at the same time. Just amazing. P-Bag drops and he's just like, just don't even care. Even when I don't need it, I stand there for about a good 20 minutes deciding if I should get it or not.
Yeah, I automatically get it. Like, well, I don't need any more experience, but let's go back and get that P-Bag for no reason.
No fear in this room. He's going to take out these idiots, these Raws in the middle. Oh, no. Oh, Fairy's not going to save you because you can't go through and go back the other way.
Oh, that stinks.
The P-Bag would definitely be helpful. He's probably going to get that XP on the way anyway. So no time to stop. And it's also a race. So player of his caliber, even if you don't get it, it's kind of like who cares. But he's going to get it on the way to the boss fight.
He did learn his lesson there.
Yeah. And this is the... well, this is the regular Rebo encounter. The other one was just the item one. My bad, I messed that up. He's going to take attack 5 because Barba gives up to 1,000 XP. And in fact, he's already back up there because of Rebo. So... pretty much, he would have just ate it It would have been less XP placing the gem. Like, less that had to count up. But, he's gonna die here so he can take jump. He can make this jump without magic, but he's gonna play it a little bit safe.
Doesn't want to risk it. You don't want to leave a right turn unturned.
Yeah. 2 tiles after the 3rd statue, you gotta wait for the Moa because it wants to poop fire on your head and knock you down that thing anyway.
Oh, and rightly so, he didn't want to take that risk.
Now, took a little time jumping over that little gap. I don't think that's continue. Oh, well, it still gets the spawn in the 3rd pit. I guess you can take the jump like that.
Very low hit points for Guma and Barba.
Yeah. And Barba down, so... no, Amal, he still would have had the remainder for the level, but when he gets to this point...
Oh, a little indecision with leveling here.
Hey, he might take attack 5 in favor of, like, magic 5. Might stay with attack 5, I mean, he's going to place the gem, get the... Cause, yeah. That is true. He doesn't know what Thunder costs. So let me mark Palace 6. Now our search for Thunder is on. We've certainly seen it where Thunder has cost a lot, and the players needed to find a was it 7th magic container? Was that Scorpion Max and an error? Where they needed 7 magic containers and magic 6 to be able to cast Thunder. We found New Kasuto. What was the requirement? Did you see it, Buzz?
It was 6.
6? Okay. So we're just 1 away, and it could be at the end here. Not that it really matters. He's hoping this is Thunder so he doesn't have to track down... Oh, wow.
And it is not.
Nope. We got a 25-0, I guess. Well, it's after midnight, so the game's definitely over. So we have to find this Water of Life / medicine now. Desert tile or water tile are the only places they can be.
So he's going right to the water tile. It's directly south of the raft entrance in the east continent. And then we'll see if he needs to search for a desert tile after that. But that might be the last piece of the puzzle.
He's going to Death Mountain.
Interesting.
Wait a second. I'm a little bit confused by this because we know the medicine's got to be on the eastern continent because he picked up the kid on the western continent. So did he... Did he make a mistake? Did he forget where he picked up the kid?
I would have to say yes.
This is, I mean, you hope for his sake he finds Spectacle Rock pretty quick and realizes the error of his way. But, Dark Magician can make up a lot of time here. We got the boots now.
Because it's not possible for the medicine to be in the town, correct?
I'm sorry, that wasn't the boots, that was the...
He picked up the flute.
Flute, yeah.
In 4.
Yeah, Jar would not justify this because Dig knows that the Water of Life cannot be blocked in New Kasuto. In fact, he's got every item. It could only be a heart container or magic container. If he feels like he needs magic containers, I guess, maybe for He doesn't even know what thunder cost right now to even justify going to look for an extra magic container.
Yeah, this is just a. Yeah, it has to just be a mental lapse. Lack of note taking.
Well, we see some players, they just, I wouldn't say they're dead against taking notes, they just don't take notes. And other players, like you can see on Dark Magician's screen if you're watching him on multi-twitch or something, he's got a nice little spreadsheet up tracking where things are and locations of places as well. I've seen people even do more detailed notes as well. Slows you down to write them, but when it comes to mistaking what continent an item could be on, it goes a long way.
Yeah, I'm very surprised about this, but we all make mistakes.
I mean, the reality of it is Dark Magician has to do a lot in this time.
Yes.
To really make up, because Dig's eventually going to get the spectacle rock, realize the error of his way, and then be back to... Did he go into that same one twice? No, we got Carrick now, so he's going to at least get his 4th gem. Carrick can... I don't remember what Carrick gives, but he can give as low as 150, and then... I don't think Dark Magician is going to farm here, because he's got attack 7. Excuse me. So he's probably just going to take what he can get. He was able to take 1 hit there from Carrick, which is lucky enough.
Oh, there we go. That's a hell of a rock spot, too. Digshake just realized.
Yeah.
Well, now he doesn't have to worry about being able to cast Thunder, though.
No, and he can full clear this. He's just got to go get the item in 5 now. That was Palace 4. He's got the boots now. He can kind of fast track himself right to the raft spot, which is nice.
Yep.
Don't have to worry about going through Jump Cave, Parappa Rapper Cave.
Let's hope that he remembers where that water spot was due south, and he does. And that other desert spot right there, too. They're probably both right there.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, we'll go water spot.
Oh, another magic container.
Wow. So, the spot you normally get on the way, the desert tile, is going to be the Water of Life.
Let's see if it's this one right here, and it is. Back to Mido.
Well, it was guaranteed to be. Well, if that was the desert tile you meant. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Which desert tile?
Yeah. Well, now he's gonna go get the required item here. The required spell to then be on his way. Not a huge time loss, but he's kicking himself because it is an hour and 20 minutes in.
Yeah, for Digshake, that's slow. I would have to guess his average to be right around 110, 115.
I think it's a little higher than that. Look away, I'm hideous, he says. And there it is, most powerful magic. Now he's got to dip into 5 here and grab the item. And he'll be set with 100%ing the seed.
Yeah, he might as well.
Well, actually, he still needs
he
both
would have
items
to
in
go
the
back to Kasudo.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to find the item in 7.
I think that's going to be the silver arrow, though. Well, now he's on his way, and you got to think that he's seen the entrance to Valley of Death. I tend to watch people when they're in palaces and not the overworld. So I miss a lot of the exploration of the continent. Oh, we're going to use the flute here. Go through.
Get past that angry crab. I don't know what to call that thing.
I don't know what to call it either. I don't know if Dig knows where Valley of Death is, actually.
Nice. Looks like he hasn't seen it yet.
Yeah, because he's not fast tracking there. He's kind of like waffling which direction he wants to go in right now.
That up stab, down stab, double fire. Yeah, he did it again there. Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Valley of Death is south of Jurinia.
Ah, there it is, right there.
He doesn't block a river, though. He blocks the road in the randomizer. Ganon might. We'll workshop this. Dig's gonna opt for the Bo Jackson strats of just powering through. Nobody can tackle him.
That would be Okoye.
He was good, too. That was Super Tecmo Bowl, though, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Regular Tecmo Bowl was Bo Jackson. You can run out the entire clock on one play. Two encounters, 3 encounters here. He's not going to be able to ferry here, but you can just jump in the lava and go again. A little mouth music while we wait.
Alright, time for the Great Palace.
Yep, he is entering the Great Palace at 556, and you know what that means, right?
I do know what that means. No, please tell me what that means.
It's the Ruger semi-automatic rifle strats. We went down
You have
to
like
begin. Left, right.
So you have like a 3-digit database that you reference?
I try my best. Some of them are so bad because I'm just used to 8s and 7s that when I have to dip into 5s and 6s, they're like really bad. So Dig's going left here.
Forced to go left.
Yeah, was he forced to go left? Was it a dead end to the right? Because I was looking up.
Yeah.
Okay. So there wasn't 2 elevators up then. Old Kasuto spell for Dark Magician, and we're gonna go down the elevator, and then we're going to go to the right and cross over this bridge here. The easier of the 2 or 3 of those encounters, because things aren't flying at you. And he'll go down an elevator here, see where our choices lie. Fairy room, he opts to go down, and he's going to go right through this honeycomb room, leaving one option open. We have a game over for Dark Magician. He's going to start back at the North Palace. What are 111 strats? I don't really even know. We're at 111 is around here. I have to come up with all possible combinations. How many would there be? I think there'd be
that's a lot.
Yeah, I guess it's like 7 times 7, 8 times 8 times 8, I think. Jackamus room. So we went through the honeycomb room. We went somewhere. I missed it in the interim to come to the Jackamus room.
Looked like he was going to kill a boss bot there.
I think he wanted to do it for the lols. Get it to drop on his head. Another honeycomb room. Get the yak hammer on the bubble. Dark Magician does not have the boots, so he can't take the quick way around to the pier. Another dead end there. So he's going to go back through the honeycomb room, go up, and go left in the Jackamus room.
Yep, 2 left turn options, one by the ferry and one the closer one. I
kind of blinked in the first honeycomb room. I guess he went right one room and he was able to go down and then went left. I'm going to fill that in anyway.
Yeah, that was the fall down room that led to the
Oh, it was a fall down? Okay.
Split. Yeah. Now he's in another one.
The more dangerous the honeycomb rooms because you can't block the fire, but if they freaking out inside, if they're the walking ropes, they sometimes don't shoot the fire.
Yeah, honeycombs are pretty big in this palace.
He's going to go up. And it's going to go right. And for map purposes, that's going to put us in a alternate universe. Two rooms existing on the same plane if you're mapping this out logically. So I'll just make a notation and keep it on the other side. And 2 options here, right and up. So again, we have that left across the lava in the ferry room. We have right and we have up here. It's going to leave 2 options unchecked. But who cares about those options when you walk right into Thunderbird? He's going to have to jump into a fireball, take a death. No big deal. He's got 2 lives left. He drooled a little bit, but he wiped it up. Did you see that too?
Yeah.
He needs a better camera. I need that in high def.
Yeah, Thunderbird can make people drool. I understand that. Lick your chops. Attack 5 Thunderbird. Thunderbird, his hit points are always constant. For some reason, he's not randomized.
He has the same health as a bubble.
That's correct.
Dig's working the pendulum. Got hit a few times, or at least once. This is the bad background where sometimes you can't make out the fireball.
Yeah, that would be a request to digshake to have a solid black, if not in the entire dungeon, just in Thunderbird's room.
And T-Bird down. So with the 2 options to the left and the several rooms, about a dozen rooms we've seen so far, we have an option. We have the possibility of Dark Link being right here. It is not. We're going to go through this room and go down, I believe. This the room with the jar has something. Yeah, it is.
Yep, this is the jar room.
Oh, 1 life left. I mean, ultimately, probably won't matter, but I'm sure Digshake doesn't want to game. He doesn't know where Dark Magician is, and he doesn't want to game over here. That's for sure. Okay. Well, path to left. Ignore all previous paths because Dark Link can only be after Thunderbird. And ignore anything else I say because here's Dark Link.
Yeah, pretty great path through Great Palace there. You only had a couple of dead ends, but there was almost no backtracking.
No, just the quick dead ends, and then that's it. Those are what you want to see. You want to see the quick dead ends, and not.
Yeah, because he only had to backtrack through 3 different rooms, so that's about perfect. And there it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Digshake is your winner. SRL time: 1 hour, 29 minutes, and 10 seconds.
You can tell he's still upset about his performance.
He's gonna walk it off. I have to imagine he has a punching bag over there, a heavy bag, and he's just going to town on it. And then now he's coming back. Good game, don't lie. So we're gonna cut the game audio here on Dark Magician's side. We're gonna get digshake on the Discord.
Don't ask him about Death Mountain. Just pretend like it didn't happen.
All right, I will.
Wait till he mentions it.
That is Palace. Was that Guma? Did he just down Guma? Yeah, I guess he had to. Palace 6 was, yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, no, I was just wondering. First question, digshake. By the way, a good game. Have you consulted the wiki about the rules about the kid and the medicine water of life being on two different sides of the continent?
I was afraid to come in here. Next question.
Next question. Joe, what was that? Rob Shapiro. What was the lawyer's name with Terrell Owens when Terrell Owens was doing sit-ups as a free agent in his driveway? And anytime they asked him a question, the lawyer would be like, "Next question." Or the agent, Drew Rosenhaus, I think. But
Rosenhaus, yeah.
So what happened? We need to know because there was a riot.
You saw what happened. Everything happened. It was a mess. It was a total mess. I'm not happy with that at all.
Well, where do you think? Where did it actually? Serious question. Where do you think it broke down for you? How come you feel like it's a mess?
Honestly, I got razzled at the very beginning. Like at the very beginning, I felt like I was making some small mistakes, not huge mistakes, but just like small mistakes, and it kind of rattled me a little bit, and then it just sort of snowballed, and then oh man. I psyched myself out, honestly. I got in my own head and psyched myself out. So
it looked like you were a little bit rattled because of the encounters were pretty hard. You took a lot of deaths, more deaths than I think I've seen you take, especially at like the 15-minute mark within the seed. You got Eiffel Towered a couple times. It wasn't pretty. Logically, you did pretty much everything right. You were in Death Mountain early, looking around, and then...
Yeah, that's not my usual strategy. However, it ended up being the right thing to do this time around. Going back the second time was just sheer idiocy.
Well, that was actually the third time, because it was the first time that you kind of trolled around in there for like 8 minutes and then up-aid.
Right.
And then went in for the second time and got the raft, and then went in the third time and got the magic container. The magic container helped you a little bit, and actually it didn't. I don't think you were able to pull off Reflect there at the end.
No,
so I can't even sugarcoat that and make you feel better. But I think Buzz had a few questions for you as well.
Oh, great.
No, that was the main question. I was gonna kind of avoid all that.
Can I just say that for all the people who are watching this in the future via Twitch VOD or on YouTube or whatever, please do not take this as a how-to guide on how to play Zelda II Randomizer, because that was awful. That was atrocious. Like, oh my gosh.
I really, honestly, and I said this in the first race too, and unfortunately I unintentionally insulted Undead Phil when I said it, but I think he understood I didn't mean to insult him. But, when you get the top caliber player coming in, no matter what they do, it's always ridiculous or they're not happy. And then you get the regular people who PB, and it's like, well, I'm going to lose my next race anyway. So what I have to
I think that's part of the problem, honestly, is I get nervous. I get really nervous with these races. I'm not relaxed. I'm not calm. I'm sitting here thinking, oh my gosh, if I lose this race, I'm going to look like a complete idiot. And then I just play like garbage.
I don't know if you're going to look like a complete idiot. I think you can relax a little bit on your next next race thinking that. But because I look at what happened here, and there were some good items at start. You had to go back into Death Mountain to get the raft. You realize that you made a blunder. That was your really only blunder, going back into Death Mountain instead of looking for the desert spot or the water tile. Other than that, it was just you found everything where it needed to be found. You had a couple unfortunate deaths, a game over, and stuff like that, but Thunder
Yeah,
was
experience management was kind of bad. I mean, I don't usually like to head into GP with attack 5, but I made it work. It
well
was
when you
fine.
when you eat 2 gems, and I think this was the situation you were in the first race of the tournament. When you eat 2 gems, you're kind of don't have a lot of options to level up coming
Yeah,
up later.
you can usually eat 2 gems and still make it to attack 6. This time though, actually what really wrecked me on experience was I halfway through Palace 4 and I realized I can't cast Reflect. I have to level up my magic. So that just totally ruined
Oh,
my leveling
okay.
progression.
Yeah, so you weren't aware that you couldn't cast it until sometime inside the dungeon. I thought maybe I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I defended you from chat and said that maybe he just knows that if he gets Magic 4, he'll have a better chance to cast Reflect, and he's just going to go for it. But
if I knew that, I would have taken it before I headed into 4, because I had a ton of XP, and I up-aged thinking, oh, it'll be easy for me to get back, where I was in Palace 4. And then it turns out I had to take a magic level instead. That was it for my attack levels,
yeah,
ruined.
Well, you had 2 more. Well, 4 wasn't the last thing you did. You still did 6 after that, I think, right?
Yeah, I did 5, and there was a surprisingly small amount of experience in Palace 5, because it wasn't too long, which was nice. And then 6, you saw me start to take life levels and stuff, because I knew that was all I was going to get. So I might as well start cashing in on it. I wasn't going to get the big bonus that I usually would, because I only had attack 5, and that wasn't going to buy me a lot of levels.
No.
So.
Big hard-hitting question here from DH. Digshake. Oprah, Barbara Walters, your wife. F, marry, kill.
Oh, God.
Next question.
No, okay, next question then. Sorry, I tried DH. I tried to sneak that one in there, but he's not up to it. But
that's an easy question.
For Buzz Thunder, it's an easy question.
I have an answer, but yeah, I'll tell you after the stream.
Someone has to go to sleep first before we hear the answer. All right, so what's coming up, Digshake? You have Undead Phil coming up here in the next round.
I haven't watched that race yet. I heard there was some hardware issues or something.
Yeah, he lost about 14 minutes max, or maybe like 17 minutes by the time he got back up and running. Was back to where he was virtually in like 6 minutes after that. Got it close, got it caught up, and pretty much head to head at one time due to game overs and up A's on Undead Phil's side. But then Undead Phil kind of just distanced himself at the end from outraced him at the end. Do fortunate decisions and previous exploration and stuff like that, but it was a good Undead Phil sub 90 first time ever on a randomizer seed.
He's been getting really good really fast, so
yeah.
I need to stop playing like this if I'm gonna continue to advance this tournament.
All right, so I asked the question before in serious time, and the fact is, your levels weren't where you wanted them. You had that unfortunate second trip back into Death Mountain. You do either of those different, then you're saving 5 minutes, a little more.
Yeah, I'm being hard on myself, definitely. I mean, it was a hard seed, to be perfectly honest. Even with the nice items early on, it was. Having to go through Death Mountain to get the raft is never fun. And
I'm sorry, what was that? Through Death Mountain to get the what?
To get the raft.
Okay. Broke up a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm definitely being hard on myself. Besides that one trip back to Death Mountain, I'm not happy with how I played, but it definitely could have been worse. So.
No. Did gum help you at all?
Did Joshy D ask that question?
No. I'm making it up. I saw you bobbing your head. It was only to the beat of one of their Australian tracks. What would be on a Digshake mixtape, by the way?
A Digshake mixtape, huh?
Yeah.
It depends on what day you ask me.
Well, like a psych up. Like you're gonna take it onto the Stairmaster or the treadmill or the elliptical, and you got your little ABA headband on with the red, white, and blue, and maybe wristbands as well, and your Walkman yellow because it's waterproof. And now you want to rock out and really get into it. What music would be on that?
Well, during races, I like to listen to like dancey kind of techno kind of. So that's usually what I prefer during races.
Any particular band or songs in mind? Something from the
Oh,
1997
jeez.
vintage, maybe?
Maybe some CNC Music Factory. I was a big fan of them back in the day.
Gonna Make You Sweat was a good album.
Yeah,
Buzz, did you
it
own that
sure
album?
was.
I don't have that, no.
No? Alright. It was pretty
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
They think the
yeah.
song's Everybody Dance Now, but it was actually Going to Make You Sweat, the name of the song. It's pretty good.
uh,
Actually, I think the name of the album was Groove to Make Your Body Move. No, I'm definitely messing that up, but it's good. CNC Music Factory is pretty good. It's more 91 though, not 97, but we'll work on it. We had you pegged as a Eye of the Tiger Survivor guy.
oh no, 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 no.
No, really. I have you all wrong. Living in America, James Brown, the Hulk Hogan Real American Anthem.
Honestly, if I'm listening to '90s stuff or earlier, it's probably like Pearl Jam or
Well, that's actually
Sound.
Pearl Jam.
Soundgarden.
So you're a grunge guy. Do you tie the flannel around your waist, or do you wear it like open with like a metal shirt underneath?
Oh, so I definitely wore it like normal, but then I would cut holes in the cuffs so I could stick my thumbs through. You know, like was cool to do back in the day.
Really? That was
Yeah.
ever cool to do?
No. Well, depends who you ask.
I saw people doing that.
Yeah.
Buzz Thunder made fun of people doing that, is what he meant.
No, I didn't say that at all.
Oh, okay. I read into what you say sometimes, and I apologize.
I mean-
I don't know. I was too
mean-
young to for the grunge.
Oh, he's playing the I'm too young card.
Freshman year of high school, I had 5 black T-shirts, and that was my rotation Monday through Friday. Just
I
black T-shirt after black T-shirt.
Oh wow, I had like 20 band T-shirts that I would rotate. I would
Yeah.
always wear a Guns N' Roses T-shirt on Fridays though.
wow.
Sophomore year, I had the Pearl Jam every day of the week rotation because there was a Tri-County flea market near me, and they sold. It's the only place you can get. Like this was before like Rockabilly or whatever those online like places you can buy T-shirts now for. It was like the only place you can get heavy metal T-shirts, and like I just bought tons of Pearl Jam, like every variety of Pearl Jam T-shirt I would get, and yeah, I'd be the Pearl Jam guy. Didn't you wear that shirt yesterday? No, it's a different shirt.
How's Dark Magician doing, by the way?
He's now cashing in the medicine Water of Life for Thunder, and I'm not entirely too sure if he beat Barba. I think he did beat Barba.
He has to be. Yeah, I mean we've kind of been distracted, but he has to be ready to go into the Great Palace by now.
Yeah, I was.
And how many times did he go into Death Mountain?
Once.
Was it more than 3? Because that would make me feel a little better.
No, unfortunately, he went in once, got the raft, and came out.
Yeah.
See, you're counting that first time in there, but honestly, it was like maybe 2 minutes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Well,
I've already. it's funny to hear you mention that because I completely forgot about that.
he also got the boots at a 6. Okay. So we were trying to think of the most trolly of situations for the seed, and you know, kid in the medicine in the water tile with the boots in 9 was boots in 6 was kind of trolly. It could have been better. It could have been Nukasudo blocked or
That almost happened.
7 magic container blocked to get the boots.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, despite getting the glove early, I still thought this was kind of a tricky scene.
Yeah, he must have gotten life too if he was a Nukasudo. So mark that. Oh, John just said that. Okay. So we actually wanted you to go back into Nukasudo and go back into 5 and get the full clear sub 90, but
Hey, you were so close.
Yeah, you think so? Think I should have done that?
You could have.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't have done it in sub 90. I barely sub 90 as it is, but in most cases, I do feel like I probably can full clear a seed in under 90 minutes without too much trouble.
So in all the places you save frames and save seconds and stuff like that, any reason why you don't try to fairy feet and instead you Bo Jackson your way through those encounters?
I mean, I tried it when it first hit the scene or whatever you want to say, and
Last Monday?
I failed it like every time I tried it, and
Okay.
I don't know. I don't need it, honestly. Like, I don't need it. So
Yeah, I mean, but
someday,
you don't
someday I
save that
will.
much time.
It's probably 10 seconds.
You think it's 10
or maybe-
seconds? If someone could do it really
Um,
quick, then probably 10 seconds.
well,
Well, I guess even more if you.
some people can do it really quick.
Yeah.
If you ever watch like
I know.
Nerds do it, or
It's sick.
yeah.
I still line up my block clip in Zelda 1 for like 20 minutes, and I watch people like Lack Attack just walk up to the block and the clip and over it already. Like, you can't even swing your sword as you walk. How the hell did you just do that? But not Death Mountain, but Great Palace wasn't too trolly. It was windy.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, you always get a little nervous when you find one of those drop rooms and you've already gone a long ways, thinking it might just lift you back, but it didn't happen. So
Yeah, you didn't even find the drop room after the initial drop room before Thunderbird.
I just found the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just found one
And it
drop
looks
room.
well. You did have a choice before that to go left
Hmm.
in the fairy room, but let's see what Dark Magician does here.
Yeah, it was I think very very straightforward.
Yeah.
You had just a couple dead ends, and then they kind of just forced you back into the easiest path, and that's basically took you right to Thunderbird and then Dark Lake.
Honestly, though, with how easy it was to do T-Bird on Attack 5, that makes me feel a little better if I ever get in that situation again. I know it's not going to be
Well,
too crazy.
Is there a reason why Thunderbird's not randomized with his hit points, or is that just a box that's not checked for tournament seeds?
I could do it. The reason I didn't do it at first is because when Z2 Randomizer first came out, it was hard. Like, the seeds we were playing were way harder than these tournament seeds were, and so I was like, all right, I'll just leave Thunderbird alone for now because it's already hard enough as it is, and I've just never gone back and done anything with it. So.
Okay.
But yeah, next time you see Thunderbird with 20 hits or whatever, you can thank Buzz Thunder for reminding me.
Yeah, just direct all your mail to Angry Larry Gaming Studios, care of Buzz Thunder.
Oof.
With the drop room, this is what I wanted to ask you. The drop room in Great Palace, that is when you drop in the top half of it, it's a dead end on the right, but on the bottom half of it's like you break the blocks to drop through.
Yeah.
If I Horsehead or whatever, Bago skip over the top of it on the right hand side, is it possible that does both sides of this room have to exist before T-Bird if I find the top half before T-Bird?
No. So are you asking me if it's possible to skip T-Bird?
Yeah, if the bottom half of that screen is after Thunderbird, and I can kind of clip over, like damage boost over the top, and then go left.
You could potentially skip T-Bird that way. However, if you look at the challenge page, there's a ruling about that says you're welcome to do that. However, you must kill Thunderbird before. So.
Well, I didn't read the rules, but I'm not in a tournament anyway, so it doesn't apply to me.
Thunderbird is checked, so clearly the intention is for you to beat Thunderbird. Now, if you kill Thunderbird and you up A, and then you get back to that room and you leap over it, and it takes you right to Darklink, then more power to you.
I kind of feel like I read it that way the first time, so now I remember that. But I didn't know if it'd be possible.
Certainly is.
Yeah. Well, the fairy room that you skipped, the lava to the left, it was the one up on the other side of the lava. So again, if you did go that way, it would have only been a quick dead end and get you back right on the right track.
Yeah, that's good. I'm really glad there weren't many drops in GP. I was already pretty nervous about everything, and
yeah,
being Digger would have made it much worse.
Buzz already had all the meta ready for if somehow that room came into play again. He was ready to go in on you, ready to go ham.
Yeah, I'm sure he
I didn't
was.
want to ask about that room, yeah. But
Is
we
it
never saw it, so unfortunate.
Oh, I'm not unhappy about that at all.
Link Sevens asks, is it possible that the room to the right of that room we were just talking about doesn't exist?
Is it possible that it doesn't exist? No, because it has to be possible
Because it's a drop
to get
room.
to all the drop rooms.
Yeah. Drop rooms are
So
never skipped.
Yeah, it'll never take you outside of the bounds. If you were doing something really weird like scroll lock or something, you might be able to get to a room that's not, been removed from the palace, but you would actually, it would dump you back in the palace eventually. Yeah.
So Dark Magician is looking to take this drop here. He's been to the right here. Well, he hasn't been to the right because this is the dead end. This is what brought up my questions for digshake. Anyway, this is that room we were talking about. He's been down and been to the right, and then somewhere along this path, which is pretty linear, he up-A'd.
Yeah, I saw that. He hit a dead end or something, and he must have thought that was the end of the road. Dead end, or up-A'd.
So this honeycomb room will take him up, and it will take him on the illogical path on top of another room. But we'll just, mark that in a different section of the map.
Now, digshake, when you were in that room that he just passed through, I thought that you skipped past the elevator and did like a pseudo upstab. I didn't know what you were trying to do there.
You got a
there's
jar. You got a jar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jar in that
okay.
statue.
Never mind.
Well, it's a 50-50, but I got the jar there. So
Yeah,
that was cool.
I thought you did something to kind of troll on Buzz a little bit, but you probably wouldn't waste time to do that at that point in time in the race. But I didn't know what you were doing either. But I just saw Dark Magician do the same thing and get a jar.
I mean, trolling Buzz is always at the forefront of my mind. When I'm
Yeah, he's the
doing these
worst,
races.
man.
That's like my primary goal. More than winning, I'd rather just troll Buzz.
So up goes left, and then right here is going to be T-Bird. So somewhere along this path, which was very linear, he either up-A'd. I don't think he game overed. I thought he up-A'd, but he doesn't have enough for Thunder, so he's going to try to get a jar.
After that run, I think I need a nice cold can of hams.
It's Thursday night. Are we going to get an adult beverage stream, or are you working tomorrow?
Well, I don't have any beer, actually, unfortunately. I do have some vodka in the fridge, so maybe. Might be an adult beverage stream after this. We'll see.
Poor Buzz Thunder, not really. That's the Ron I know. Dark Magician is going to take the death here. He found the spot in the T-Bird room where you can't possibly get hit. Oh, he finally got hit.
That's impressive.
That was quite.
It is possible to get hit there. It's just very unlucky.
Yeah.
Amal, if you don't follow digshake, and by the way, follow both runners. It's digshake, DIGSHAKE, and Dark Magician1184. Follow both runners, along with Buzz Thunder. If you have not seen a digshake adult beverage stream, it is quite the experience. I don't think he understands how good they are.
I don't think I remember how good they are.
I don't think you. I think that's part of the problem.
Oh, man.
Plays video games by smashing his face into the controller.
That was the first commentary we did, digshake. We commented on one of Link's runs or whatever.
Oh, before
yeah,
the tournament started?
Yeah, it was like a test thing. You were pretty hosed though.
I was slurring my words a little bit, yeah.
It's all right.
Actually, the first test stream I did, somebody in chat got so angry they went to one of the runners and started yelling at him.
Really?
What the hell are you doing? Yeah, that's. So if you ever do exclamation point choke help or something like that, and it says what the hell are you doing? That's where that comes from.
We don't condone that kind of behavior.
No. And now Dark Link here, update available for my bot. That's no longer.
Oh, he's
service.
casting fire.
Is that you really hate that, Buzz? Does that trigger you?
I just don't understand why people do it. Everybody wants to save like a millisecond or a tenth of a second in these whole runs, and then they take the time to cast fire.
Yeah, well, that's true, and especially if you're in the lead too.
Yeah, like somebody I saw do that one time.
Hey, Mal, thank you very much for the follow on Digshake's channel. Hope you're having a good day.
Oh yeah, thanks for following.
There is Dark Magician with it just popped up on my screen. I just naturally reacted to it. There is Dark Link down for Dark Magician. Hopefully he joins us.
It looks like he's going to join us right away.
Hour and 52. He's probably trying to find IRC so he can do that done. I haven't seen him do that yet.
I thought he was queuing up a YouTube video.
Ooh. Oh, that reminds me. I need to play the full-time theme song.
Song?
Party time. Home improvement time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that one.
I brought that up once, and then I risked copyright infringement, so I never did it again. And there's the official listing right there. 1 hour 55 minutes. Certainly not a bad time for the seed. Dark Magician, are you there?
Yes. How are you guys?
Good. What's going on, man? Good game. It was a little bit of a trolley of a seed. Give us your side of it.
I just got every spell. I mean, I almost went to Grim Palace without Thunder even, but yeah, I didn't like the spell giving. I'm sure it was the way I was walking too, but I almost went to Grim Palace without Thunder even. But
I got every spell as well. It was that kind of seed.
Giving. Yeah, the last two spells I got were Life and Thunder. So, well, the last spell I got was Thunder. So.
Yeah, you both were on that same path of getting Thunder. You actually got the raft pretty late compared to Dig, but I think part of the slowdown was your first initial fight against Helmet Head, where you were doing an attack 2.
God. Even with attack 5, he took forever.
Yeah, he was very, very healthy. That was definitely a surprise. Kind of made it up. Guma and Barbo were kind of low level there, so.
Even with attack 5, yeah.
Yeah, so.
It was a good race, though.
No, it absolutely was. It did got a little flustered there. It's definitely a fun watch if you watch it back. But yeah.
Fun. Yeah, we'll call it that.
I call fun. I had a good time calling it. Anything you would have done, and unfortunately this puts you on the couch on the rail with me and the others watching the rest of the tournament. But is there anything you would have done a little bit differently in the tournament? Maybe this race or the other race that in the winners bracket that you lost?
I don't remember the one in the winners bracket. Oh, I would race so no.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well,
I'll take this.
Yeah. Well,
how many people can say that they got eliminated by the 1 and 2 seed in a tournament? So.
Well, yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's a good thing to say, actually.
I'll take this.
That's well, I mean, it's kind of an unlucky draw for you. But...
Yeah,
I hope to be able to say that as well.
Yeah,
this
but
one felt slow.
It was methodical. It was you really had to kind of do everything, but not really like in any sort of special order. It's just you had to kind of just go around and do everything, and all the spells you found you found them as you went, but they weren't the ones you needed. So it was just like a really long, windy process of just getting basically 100%ing the game. And
I did like the Eastern Continent, how everything was caves at the first go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Since you couldn't get boots because they were down in 6, you had to huff it through those caves. So that was interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty. I didn't see a lot of the Eastern Continent because anytime somebody was in the overworld, somebody was in a palace. So I was trying to make sure I mark because chat's nasty when I don't mark everything on time. So I was trying to make sure I got all the items, got all the gems, and such. So I didn't see a lot of the overworld, and I think Buzz was in the same boat. He was watching the palaces and not the overworld.
But you did have to go through that mountain pass in the east, or I guess maybe you didn't. Did you? I don't know. I went through it.
You had to go through Naburu Cave to get to the south, to get to the 6, to get the boots.
Oh, okay.
If that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah.
I went and did 4 first, actually, and then I found a way to get to 6.
Yeah, I did the same. 6 was the last one I actually found. If that's what I'm remembering.
But it was
Yeah. I think I did them in order, actually, now that I think about it.
what, every
Yeah,
palace?
I did the
Yep.
same.
I believe you.
Yeah, I
believe
did
you
the same. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first 100% everything in order race. So it's definitely a highlight on the VOD. But yeah, no, it was a good race, guys. Buzz, you have anything for him?
No, nice work, guys. Congratulations, digshake. Keep on moving.
I will try.
Keep on moving. That's
That the
a
Buzz Thunder catchphrase.
that's a midnight, and I can't believe I'm staying up this late. I have to go to bed kind of comment right there.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah. All right, guys. Good race. Thanks for joining us, and dig. Good luck on your match with Undead Phil and Dark Magician. We warmed up the couch for you. Come join us and watch the rest of the tournament alongside of us.
Definitely.
So,
All right. Thanks for the restream.
Oh,
Thanks for the commentary.
No problem at all, guys. I will definitely be checking you guys out whenever you stream, and everyone in chat should too. That's darkmagician1184 and digshake. You should know how to spell that. I'm gonna do these are the names. Go follow them right now, or I send Buzz Thunder to your house to Buzz Thunder you in your living
Yeah, I'll
room.
fight anybody.
Yeah, we'll have to fight IRL if you guys don't join them. But yeah,
It's all a joke too.
so yeah, we're gonna play a little bit of stuff on my stream, at least now. As soon as I take it back over, I'm gonna shut it down for a little bit and come right back up. Buzz, have a good night, man. Get some sleep.
All right, thanks.
So you can show up early in the morning and tell me to take soy milk.
Yep, I will do that.
All right, thanks for staying up, man.
Later,
for having
Buzz
me.
Slumber.
Buzz slumber. Wow. Shots fired. All right, so I am shutting down the stream for about, I would say, a good minute, and then I'm going to come back up. But I'm going to take about 5 minutes to get a drink of water, and then we'll play. Let's do Zelda II Randomizer, and then we'll cap it off with some GeoGuessr after that. And let's remember that Friday night, 11 p.m. is the Spice Girls appreciation stream. That's tomorrow night. It's it's about 21 hours away. Maybe 22 if I can do math right. Hope to see you then. We are going to load up. Yes, I do want to save my Binding of Isaac 1. And we're going to go ahead and mute that, save, and then open the Zelda II Randomizer. FW Bronot, thank you very much for the follow. There it is. I finally officially hear it in my ear. Zelda 2 layout, and we're going to throw up this starting soon. All right, so let's close OBS. I'll be back in about a minute